Hey everybody, Goosebumps for Dummies here, and I'm here with probably my most controversial video yet. And I'm actually pretty excited to record this because I thought this idea was pretty unique. I've never seen anybody on YouTube do this, and I challenge you to try it on your own and share what you think are the top 5 best, or even more, book runs. Now, what the fuck is a book run, you may be asking? This isn't part of the list. This isn't even a number 6, okay? This is just a random example. See these 4 books. We have Say Cheese and Die Again, Ghost Camp, How to Kill a Monster, Legend of the Lost Legends. Now, this is a run of books. This is book 44, 45, 46, and 47 in the OG 62. Now, this can necessarily be from any series, sadly. None of them are any moderns, which kind of sucks because moderns... I really wanted to include some Horrorland, but I haven't read or reread enough to actually put any on there. And I just don't think it'll work out because there are so many bad ones or mediocre ones. So yeah, no moderns, sorry. None of them really made it. But yeah, a run of books is basically the books releasing in order in their series. So, and they'll have to be right next to each other, one after another in their series, just like this. So, the reason why I'm doing top 5 is because what is the absolute best run of books from Goosebumps? Like, fantastic book after fantastic book after fantastic book. Obviously, this is... no. These two are fucking awful, overrated, fine. No way. No way in hell, man. We do have 5 runs, but I have just orchestrated, and I think I'm gonna get a lot of hate for, but I think are easily up there. Now, considering what a run of book... how much is in a run of books? So how much is in a run of books? Well, I'd say 3 or more is fair. And we do have, actually at number 1, we have a run of 3 books. And I think that is actually going to be quite an agreeable number 1's place. I think it's very agreeable, and they're all fantastic books. And you might be able to guess it by now. But yeah, let's start off with our bottom. And this is a run of 4 books later in the OG 62. Attack the Jack-o'-lanterns, Vampire Breath, Calling Out Creeps, and Beware the Snowman. Now, these are fan favorites. More or less this one and this one. And also Beware the Snowman's pretty well liked too. Yeah, 3 of the 4 books here I'd say are absolutely fantastic reads. This is a 10 out of 10 easily, Attack the Jack-o'-lanterns. This is definitely a 10 out of 10. It's kind of alien-y, so... you know, I have weird tastes. This is very, very well liked. I can absolutely see the love for this. This is one of the best winter books in Goosebumps. I will definitely reread this year. And the climax is half hilarious, half scary, and pretty funny ending as well. Now, Vampire Breath's the oddball here, but I'd say it's very underrated. It is nowhere near like a 10 out of 10, but it's getting there. It's an 8 out of 10. I think it just could be a lot better in some areas, but in terms of book runs, yeah, this definitely takes the cake for the 5th place. There's 3 10 out of 10s nearly in a row with another really, really solid book in there. Easily. Now, for this next one... oh, shit. I can already hear the comments. Now, we have a Series 2000 run, and, this is one of 2 Series 2000 runs in this video. And there's a lot of them in each run. There's a lot of books in each run. So we have... The Mummy Walks, The Werewolf in the Living Room, The Horrors of the Black Ring, Return the Ghost Camp. I know, Return the Ghost Camp, and Be Afraid, Be Very Afraid. Now, what would I rate each of them? The Mummy Walks, 9.5 out of 10. Nearly fucking perfect. The Werewolf in the Living Room, 9.5 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic. Horrors of the Black Ring, I'm not quite sure. You have to wait till March for my review. I've already scheduled it. But it's going to be pretty high, because upon rethinking, man... this book is actually pretty fire. Return to Ghost Camp, fuck you. Okay? I don't care if it's not a true sequel to Ghost Camp. You might have heard it earlier, but I think Ghost Camp is a little bit overrated.
No! God, please, no!
I know, fucking call me a little bitch, but it seriously is, come on. But yeah, Return to Ghost Camp is literally just like Ghost Camp's better cousin, without the ghosts. And Be Afraid, Be Very Afraid. I'm not going to delve into that. I have weird tastes. I feel like this run of books is just so fun, and I would easily come back to all 5 of these anytime. The Mummy Walks is probably the least one I'd come back to, because, you know, I'm not a giant fan of mummy stories. They're still fun from time to time, but this one's barely even a mummy story. I'll just say that. It's more of a war story, so I'll leave it at that without spoiling too much. But yeah, this is easily one of the best werewolf stories. Easily haunted mask ripoff. I mean, one of the characters I think is named Beth or Carly or some shit, so it's very similar, I'll say that. Return to Ghost Camp. It's just a fantastic camp book, and Be Afraid to Be Very Afraid is a wild ride. Absolutely loved it. Now, for my third place run of books, I think this one, I think people can agree on this, or at least to some extent say, yep, this is fair, this is good, and I think this is easily one of the least hateable ones. Deep Trouble 2, The Haunted School, Werewolf Skin, and I Live in Your Basement. I think we can all agree that I Live in Your Basement and Werewolf Skin are fantastic. Now, I will be honest, I haven't reread Werewolf Skin in quite a while. I can't exactly say, it's definitely just been more than a year since I've read it. And I don't remember basically jack shit. But I always hear praise, and I remember really liking it. It's a very, very well-loved book, so I feel like it just makes sense to be here. And yeah, every single book here, I think, are really, really, really good. Just a fantastic run right here. Every single one of these are really dang close to 10 out of 10s, 9.5s. And I'd probably say these three, going off memory at least, and maybe Skin might be a bit of a stretch, are like fucking 10 out of 10s. And this is like a 9 out of 10. Maybe a 9.5. Fantastic. Now in our number 2 place, this is going to be a bit more agreeable than the last Series 2000 ranking. And we have another set of 5 books, so, ooh, shit. Headless Halloween, Attack the Graveyard Ghouls, Brain Juice, Return to Horrorland, and Jekyll and Heidi. Ooh, shit. So, Headless Halloween, what the fuck, man? Who doesn't love that book? Attack the Graveyard Ghouls, I don't think many people absolutely love this one. I am a die-hard for this book, even if this cover's kind of making it even more extreme than it actually is. If they do kind of look like that. Let's just say the book isn't exactly what you're about to expect from the cover. It's quite a good read, in my opinion. I don't know if that's controversial, but I know people really like that one, or people think it's not that great, a little bit overrated. I disagree. I think it's fairly well rated. It is fantastic. Brain Juice, fan favorite, come on, fucking love it. It's in my top 15. Now, shit, flip them around. Return to Horrorlands. This might be a taste thing, but I think this book is fantastic. It's got some of the best rides I've ever seen. There's this one ride, well, it's not exactly a ride, but there's this Amazo show, which is fine, but there's this really cool ride, really awesome, involving falling off a cliff. And it's quite an interesting part of the book, and it's not exactly a ride, but it's certainly something, and I loved it. There's great characters, there's great twist villains, sort of, very strong, sort of. And it's definitely a more edgier version of Horrorlands, that has, though a dumb decision made, which is my only downside for this book, a very fucking dumb decision made, it's still a fantastic read, in my opinion. I do not get the hate for it, absolutely whatsoever. Jekyll and Heidi, do we even need explanation? People who have read this book, the cover, though I used to think it was shit, I actually think it's really good now. If you think this cover is shit, read the book, man. You'll make up for it, man. This book is fantastic. It could very well be a fan favorite. That's a bit of a stretch, but yeah, it seems like a lot of people really like this one, so I'd say it's definitely a favorite amongst the community. Now, for this number 1 set of books, we have only a run of 3, so this is the shortest run, but easily the most agreeable on this list. I swear to God, you will not get mad, okay? Welcome to Camp Nightmare, The Ghost Next Door, and Haunted Mask. This was my number 1 pick from the get-go when I made this idea. This inspired me to do a video, because it's just such a coincidence that 3 of the most iconic Goosebumps books, fantastic Goosebumps books, and just really, really well-loved and fan-favorite books in the community are coincidentally 9, 10, and 11 in the Roji series right next to each other. We have Welcome to Camp Nightmare. A lot of people love this book, and I am no different. It's fantastic. And I even like the ending. as controversial as that is, I kind of like it because I'm into weird shit, okay? The Ghost Next Door, definitely the least favorite out of these, a lot of people say, but it's actually my personal favorite out of these. It's definitely a lot more emotional, well, no more than Haunted Mask and Loaded Camp Nightmare. It's got a great twist halfway through the book, even if you do see it coming. I think the villain is scary. I'm definitely afraid of things like that. That's just my worst nightmare, to see that in my room at night. Great foreshadowing, just really great ending as well. The most powerful ending in all of Goosebumps, and I'll stand by that. It actually made me cry a little bit. Yeah. And The Haunted Mask, another really, really powerful book. Carly Beth, you know, everybody loves this book for her and her character growth. We also have this fantastic climax where the masks are chasing her. We all know this. And she has to find her mask in the bushes. And, sorry, no, her head. Her porcelain head, whatever the fuck it was. Very interesting. A lot more different than the episode. Very, very different. At least in the climax. And yeah, it's just a fantastic read. And yeah, I don't really need to explain these any further. This is easily the most agreeable of these book runs. I mean, who doesn't love these books? Z-Neck. Anyways, that is going to conclude this video, man. I hope you guys agree with these. I already know these Series 2000 runs are going to piss some people off. But please do not attack me in the comments. I have really weird taste. I like wacky Goosebumps books, and also ones that have what the fuck endings and twists, kind of like Be Afraid, Be Very Afraid. It's just like... yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think below. Try and make a video like this. I actually want to see what y'all think are some of the best book runs in all of Goosebumps. I'd like to see someone do this with different spin-offs, like maybe do top 5 modern book runs, or top 5 GYGs, or maybe ones for each series. Milk the shit out of this idea, y'all. I don't give a fuck. Just, you don't have to credit me. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I might do a sequel later. Maybe we'll do top 10. Maybe we'll do some type of other top 5 blank book runs. We'll see. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.